need help us, please. I don't know what's wrong with her.
I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? Take it easy. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm Dr. Charles. Can you tell me what happened to your daughter?
She's my crazy ex-wife. She's been unbalanced before, but...
Where's my daughter?
Ma'am, you can't...
Catherine!
You are keeping her prisoner. Are you insane?
You had no right to kidnap her. My daughter needs to be discharged immediately.
I'm afraid we can't do that.
It's nothing you can help her with. I need to get her home now.
You're torturing her.
No, I am not the one who is harming her.
Who is? Who is harming her?
The demon we've been trying to exorcise.
Mom breath!
You see, my daughter is possessed. She's possessed.
So, Miss Campbell, when did your daughter start having these symptoms?
About 9 months ago.
And was she experiencing any emotional stress at the time?
I'm sorry, why are you speaking to her as if she's a rational person?
First, please.
No. She had just made partner at her firm, was seeing a nice guy. Then out of nowhere, she began acting strangely. She couldn't leave the house, couldn't work, she couldn't take care of herself, and so I brought her home.
There are a couple of tests that I'd like to run.
There's no point. I have taken her to countless doctors, psychiatrists. They have run all the tests. No one can figure out what is wrong with her.
So exorcism is the answer.
It was starting to work. She was starting to come back. Look, I am not a religious person, but I have exhausted every other option. Catherine wets the bed. She speaks in tongues, shouts at empty rooms.
There is no such thing as demonic possession.
I am not interested in your opinion. I want her discharged immediately.
I think it's safe to say that your daughter is a potential threat to herself, and it would be my advice to commit her, at least temporarily, until we can figure out what's going on.
I have power of attorney over my daughter's medical care, and if you put her on a psychiatric hold, I will have my lawyer down here.
Miss Campbell, your daughter is severely dehydrated and malnourished. At least let us hang some IV fluids until we stabilize her.
As soon as she's rehydrated, I am taking her home.
Dr. Reese, could you please take Mr. Ferris to the consultation room? Thank you.
I love my daughter.
I am sure that you have her best interests at heart.
Thank you.
We are going to take care of Catherine as quickly as we possibly can. In the meantime, why don't you try and get yourself comfortable in the waiting room?
Thank you.
What are you thinking?
Well, the mom seems kind of rational. Last possession case I read about, the underlying issue was actually neurological. I think maybe we could sneak her in for a quick MRI, see if we can cross that off the list.
Yeah, I'll let radiology know she's coming.
Okay. It's very often emotional distress that triggers this kind of disassociative state.
What kind of emotional distress?
We were hoping you could tell us.
To be honest, we'd just begun to reestablish a relationship. I hadn't seen Kat much after I split with her mother 22 years ago.
Why not?
Well, it was a pretty ugly divorce. I mean, you've seen how unstable my ex-wife is. After we split, she poisoned my relationship with Kat. And that's really my biggest regret, is that I let Samantha push me out of my daughter's life. But once I reconnected with Kat, I swore to her that I would never let that happen again.
And when was that, you two reconnecting?
About a year ago, I reached out to her.
And what prompted that?
I had a heart attack, and it nearly killed me. And I swore that I needed to make up for lost time. So I would fly in once in a while, we'd go out to dinner, and then she moves back in with my ex-wife and then stops returning my calls, and then I get worried. And so I fly out here to see what's going on, and now it's all this.
What if Catherine's suffering from severe separation anxiety?
From her father?
She lost him once in the divorce. He has a heart attack. She almost loses him again.
Well, I mean, according to his version of events, I guess that's certainly possible.
I don't know where it leaves us, though. It's not like we can get someone in Catherine's state to open up.
Her sedation's worn off. She should be awake. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charles. This is Dr. Reese. Could you tell me your name?
You're in the hospital. You're safe.
Is that your name?
Mom rat.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Little help, please. Push to her, said.
Got it.
It's just gibberish.
Make some the moon breath. Make some moon breath.
Not so sure about that. So, believe it or not, there is, in fact, the case to be made that your daughter is possessed.
What?
Not by a malevolent demon, but, well, by her 6-year-old self.
6-year-old self? What do you mean?
We suspect that this could be the result of a trauma she experienced when she was a little girl.
I don't understand.
It's called dissociative repression. Disagreeable memories or personality fragments are split off and then pushed down into the subconscious.
Yeah, in your daughter's case, this fragment has resurfaced and perhaps hijacked her entire persona.
How could you possibly know that's what's going on?
Well, aside from the bedwetting and the tantrums, the biggest clue is her language. It took me a while to realize this is not all gibberish. It's Lewis Carroll. It's a poem called Jabberwocky from Through the Looking Glass. Do either of you remember reading this to her when she was a child?
I didn't.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Wait. You did. When she was little, I remember.
Mr. Ferris, would you mind just reading a little bit of this?
Oh, this is ridiculous. Psychobabble. Look, my daughter's very ill. She's not a child. She's a demented adult.
Just humor me, please.
No, we need to take her to a real expert and not this quack.
Just read the damn book, Jerome.
No, I'm not going to do it. It's ridiculous.
In that case, will you allow me? 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves, and the momraths outgrabe.
No.
Stop it, you're upsetting her.
No.
Beware the jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch.
No, please.
Stop this!
No! Please, don't.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I remember she'd be crying. She'd say it was the monster from the book, and I thought it was all in her head, but it was you.
Now see what you've done. I told you that she's unstable.
Oh, I always suspected you, but I didn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it.
You're insane.
You touched her?
Oh,
You did things to her?
I've heard
Oh
enough
my
of this.
God.
I'm not listening to this anymore.
Oh, my poor baby. Oh, my God.
Dr. Reese!
How could you do that? A child, a little girl.
Leave me alone.
You destroyed her, you know
Dr.
that?
Reese, enough!
You are the demon, you!
Dr. Reese! You let this go, you hear me? He might be a monster. He's not the one who hurt you. He's not the one you want to be yelling at.